I totally have the best trading strategy for you. Psych, that's what you hear all the gurus telling you, right? Now, fact of the matter is that they are trying to give you the strategy that worked best for them, right? When it comes to trading, it is a very individualized strategy type scenario. Yes, the basics are all the same. You can make money if you buy low and sell high, or sell high and buy low, shorting, right? So the basic components of how to make money are the same. Obviously, there's different ways as well with options that you can make money. But here's the thing. You have people out there that are saying, take my strategy, it's the best, this will make you money, don't worry about anything else. And that's not necessarily true. We all have individual trading strategies as individual as our fingerprints. When I talk to somebody that wants to get into day trading, they might be in their 9-to-5 job and they're all excited about the fact that they can work from home a couple hours a day. Well, first of all, it's not just a couple hours a day. There is research that goes into it. There is time that you need to go ahead and study the market. Now, I started out with Timothy Sykes. He loves to trade penny stocks. He also used to love shorting penny stocks, which is great for him. Like, kudos to him, made millions with it. That's awesome. It didn't work for me. I found that the penny stocks tended to be higher risk. I wasn't interested in the higher risk stocks. There's also Ross Cameron. He likes to trade the high momentum stocks. Lower float, short squeezes, can be in and out in literally seconds and making hundreds to thousands of dollars. That's amazing. But same sort of scenario. If somebody isn't very quick on the trigger, that's not necessarily going to work for them. So there isn't one strategy that's going to work for every single individual. You have to figure out the components of how much time can you take to monitor your trade in the market. Do you want to be babysitting it? Do you want to swing trade? If you work 9 to 5, day trading might be fairly difficult unless you are out on the West Coast where you could do day trades before you even have to go to your day job. Everybody also has a different amount of capital that they can put into a trading account when they're first starting out. It's really best to start paper trading. Yes, people will say, oh, you don't get the full emotions of it. But here's the thing. You can figure out what strategy is going to work best for you. You can figure out what tools you absolutely love. It does take, on average, a minimum of about 9 months of intensive study for people to become consistently profitable in trading. Yes, there are anomalies. There could be people that learn in 1 week how to trade. The basics are there, but the psychology behind it is tough, and you're going to face your demons in your trades. Do you not get out of a friendship that is bad for you? Do you eat too much of a good thing and you're overweight? Do you have discipline in working out? These are all sorts of things that can come back and haunt you in your trading. It might be a scenario where you position yourself too big, and you can figure that out with paper trading. When you take your paper trading seriously, it can help you with your real trades. So if you're wanting to get into trading and you're looking for that best strategy that's going to work for you, number one is try to figure out the time commitment that you have. Are you working a 9-to-5 job? Can you devote half an hour at the end of the day to look from 3:30 to 4 p.m. Eastern time zone so that you can see what's going on with the market? You can see what's happened throughout the day. Or do you work on the West Coast and you have that ability to go ahead and be in pre-market? Is it something where you have a small child? I started off with a 6-month-old. I tried paper trading, I didn't try paper trading. I tried trading with a $6,000 account and I blew through it in about 2 months because I was putting the priority on my daughter. So you have to be aware of what's going on in your surroundings. You have to be aware of how much time you can devote, how much capital you can devote. What's your risk tolerance? I ended up going to larger cap stocks because I saw that they had a large daily range and they were able to go ahead and move a lot throughout the day. And if I had a smaller position size with potentially the same amount of capital, I was still making the same amount of money. However, my risk was smaller, because if you have a position where you take 100 shares of a large cap stock that's going to move $1, you're making $100, right? If you have a position on a penny stock of 1,000 shares and it moves 10 cents, it could move 10 cents against you fairly quickly, or it can move 10 cents for you fairly quickly. So you've got to be prepared, if you're trading those smaller stocks, to get out really quickly and be really diligent and disciplined. It is possible. However, it can be more difficult and more risky. So the first thing you want to look at in your trading strategy is your risk, right? If you talk to any experienced trader, they're going to say you want to minimize your risk first, map out your trades, know where you're going to go from the get-go. If you're trading these larger cap stocks, you have more time to go ahead and map out a trade. You can figure out your risk tolerance fairly quickly. You can make sure that you are not losing massive amounts. Many times I hear of people that have tried to trade the low float momentum stocks and they just get burned because they don't know what they're doing right up front. They haven't put in that time to study, understand the market. Why are these things going up 300 to 400% in a day? Do you know why? Well, many times it's basic supply and demand, right? You have a lower float stock, which the float is what they offer to the market to be traded on a daily basis, and the demand increases to 2,000% in one day, and so the price just skyrockets. So it goes back to supply and demand. So you need to be aware of all of this stuff before you get into it, and then know how to trade it. Many newbie traders can burn themselves out. They get discouraged. They start feeling down on themselves because the strategy didn't work for them. That's why paper trading can be great, because you can figure that out with monopoly money. You do not have to throw away your hard-earned money. So it's really important to figure out your strategy and put in all of the studies first before you go forward with your real money, because yes, you can get lucky. The worst thing for a new trader is to get lucky on a trade, because then they think, yes, I got lucky. This is going to happen every single time. And that's not necessarily true. So you want to go ahead and practice with paper money. There's amazing, amazing software out there. I love TradingView for charting, and they also have paper trading aspect as well. Also, Trade Ideas has a paper trading aspect as well that they just implemented, and that's really cool. Trade Ideas has been used throughout different trading rooms around the country with very profitable traders, and that's another tool that you could try. You've got to be able to also invest in your education up front so that when you move forward, you have this ability. If you don't know anything about trading terms and you have zero knowledge, I also have a trading video. It's great before you go to some of the major names like Timothy Sykes or Ross Cameron and you're spending thousands of dollars. So if you want a real basic knowledge, groundwork, right? You have to start off with a good platform. You need to understand the language of the market. You need to understand how to read a chart. You need to understand these things before you just open up a brokerage account and say, yes, I want to make money. Do you even know what the SEC is? That's important. Though that's the body that regulates all of the licenses and all of the laws for the trading world in the US. So I hope this really helps you guys understand that there is not one trading strategy for everybody. The gurus out there that are saying, yes, I have this strategy. It's going to make you millions of dollars. Okay, it made them millions of dollars. It worked for them. They were comfortable trading it. Yes, it might work for you, but there's no guarantees. And anybody that guarantees any sort of results in the trading world, they're not actually guaranteeing it, because it's not possible. That sounds like a nice Ponzi scheme where they're saying, hey, let me go ahead and give me your money, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you double. Yeah, of course, it sounds great, but no, there's no guarantees in trading. It's highly risky in all sorts of trading instruments, and you have to be experienced and you have to know your risk limitations, and you need to know what you're doing before you get into it. So I hope today's video has really helped you. I would love to help you in your journey. So if you'd like some help, reach out to me, jane@cjanetrade.com, or check out my videos, and as well as all of the free content that I've put here for you guys. Have a great week, and carpe profit. See you in the trading world.